Today, we are going to learn one of the simplest ways I make my fizzy juices without all the added sugar. Very simple, very easy, yet very delicious. This video is actually inspired by the question Kim Brown asked. So thank you, Kim. Let's get started. We will need 5 strawberries, 1 whole orange, half a cup of blueberries, 2 kiwis, 1 grapefruit, 1 large lemon, and about 6 cups of sparkling water. The fruits had already been pre-washed. The fruits can be washed in salt water, baking soda water, vinegar water. It really doesn't matter what you wash it with as long as they are washed and they are clean. Always remember to rinse it with clean water after washing it in brine or salt water, soda water, or vinegar water. I had already pre-chopped my fruits, but I wanted to show how I chopped them just in case anybody was curious as to how it was done. You can chop them into any shapes of choice, but I usually prefer chopping them in circles, but there is really no formula to it. Any shape at all that is preferred works. I chose low glycemic index fruits because when you are trying to reverse type 2 diabetes or when you're trying to reverse insulin resistance and become insulin sensitive, one of the best ways to control your glucose level is to eat foods that don't cause major blood sugar or glucose spikes. And glycemic index is the measure with which carbohydrates or sugars are absorbed into your bloodstream. So you want to avoid any kind of fruit or any type of food that causes major blood sugar spikes or blood sugar spikes in general. You want to stick to fruits and foods that are very low or that have very low glycemic indexes or very low GIs. Processed foods such as candy, bread, cake, and cookies have very high GIs, and those are usually what contains your simple sugars and your simple carbs. While whole foods such as unrefined grains, non-starchy vegetables, and fruits tend to have a lower GI. Carbohydrates with a low GI value are digested, absorbed, and metabolized more slowly than the high GI counterparts. They typically cause a lower and slower rise in blood glucose and subsequently insulin levels. Foods that are primarily fat or protein are not included in the index because they have minimal impact on blood sugar levels. When I'm done chopping, I put my fruits in these 8-ounce jars. They make storage and life very easy. All you have to do is to pick one up and you're good to go. Whether at home or on the go, they come in very handy. I usually mash the blueberries so that its flavor and juices can be infused into the liquid quicker. I also sometimes mash the fruits after I have chopped them because I have come to realize that the process of osmosis or infusion of its juices into the liquid surrounding it is much quicker when it is mashed or chopped into little pieces. The quantity of fruit in each bottle depends on how sweet you want the juice to be. After you're done putting the chopped fruit into the jars, all you have to do is to pour on the carbonated water, and that's it, you're done. I have come to realize that pouring regular water onto these fruits and storing them actually aids or helps its juices absorb better into the fluid. So if you want a sweeter taste, what you have to do is to pour regular, ordinary bottled water or tap water, whichever one that you prefer, onto your fruit. Just about halfway, let it sit That way, the process of osmosis or infusion into the water can take place. And the reason why I say halfway is because you want it to be sweet enough to be able to dilute it with carbonated water when the infusion has already taken place. Since the jar is 8 ounces, pour about 4 ounces of water into your jar. Let it sit. After infusion has taken place into the liquid, just add on your carbonated water and you have your juice to go. I also have another way where I blend the fruits, all of it, whichever fruits that I want to include, I blend it all together. After I am done blending, I pour in my carbonated water and I enjoy. With this process, depending on the blender that you use, I use a NutriBullet. I start from low to medium to high, and then I hit extract to give me that fine, smooth texture. After that is done, I pour it into a jar. I pour on my carbonated water. I mix and I enjoy. You can make this in larger batches and store in the refrigerator so you can enjoy it chilled. I blend it smooth because I want to avoid sifting the chaff, as the chaff contains much of the needed fiber. Sifting off or sieving out the liquid and throwing the chaff away is basically throwing the fiber away. So do well to blend it smooth to avoid removing and throwing away the fiber. And that's it. You are done and ready to go. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. Before I sign off, I wanted to find out, I want to begin giving weekly challenges that actually help me during my journey of reversing diabetes to see if it could help anybody out there. So if you're interested or if you'd like me to post weekly challenges in the community where we could go or get on this journey of reversing type 2 diabetes together and hitting the A1C or 4.5 or 5 or whatever the target is, do leave me a comment letting me know weekly challenges. It could be weekly, it could be bi-weekly, it could be monthly. Whatever the case is, let me know in the comments whether you would really like this or whether you would enjoy us going on challenges like that, and I'll make it happen. Until next time, remember to be beautiful, be bold, be true to yourself and to others. Stay healthy and always be you.